Eu sou Alexandre Ramires, portanto tenho investigado a história da fotografia nos últimos 30 anos, fui professor na Faculdade de Letras da Universidade de Coimbra, onde dei as cadeiras de História da Fotografia durante um período curto. Fiz muitas exposições, mas sobretudo tinha investigado a história da fotografia em Portugal e em Coimbra. Eu escolhi uma vista estereoscópica de um fotógrafo de Coimbra que se chama José Maria dos Santos. Portanto, ele era dono de uma casa fotográfica que era a Fotografia Conimbricense. Se olharem para a imagem, veem que está um carrinho muito estranho no lado direito da imagem. Então percebi que aquilo era o carrinho do colóide úmido para ele conseguir preparar as chapas antes de tirar a fotografia. E se olharem para a imagem, veem que ao lado dessa imagem está lá uma máquina fotográfica, da época a máquina dele. Junto, aquilo é tirado no Chopal, que é uma zona aqui de Coimbra, que ainda hoje é uma mata, e como eu já sabia que ele tinha um carrinho de colóide úmido, tinha encontrado uma notícia a dizer isso, esta imagem deu-me para mim o quê? É aquilo que eu gosto na fotografia, é que eu esteja preparado para ver uma imagem que eu julgo que não vou ver, de um acontecimento que eu sei que aconteceu, e que de repente, quando a imagem passa à frente, eu reconheço que o que eu estou a ver é algo que eu reconheço por uma outra via que não é a via da imagem. E de repente, fez-se luz. Esta é uma das imagens em que a fotografia, a luz fixada, mostrou-me a luz da imagem escrita que eu nunca conseguiria ver se não fosse por esta via.
Hola, I'm Peter Blair, and I'd like to share with you the most important stereo view in my collection. Some of you might be familiar with it already because it is reproduced in my book Scotland in 3D, and this is the image here. It is a stereo ambrotype and is the earliest known stereo view by George Washington Wilson, as we can see by this small label on the back, which states Wilson and Hay, photographers, 19 Guest Row, Aberdeen, awarded the silver and bronze medals December 1853. Wilson was in a short-lived partnership with John Hay from September 1853 to January 1855. They were employed by Queen Victoria to photograph the construction of Balmoral Castle, but outside of the royal collection, their views are exceedingly rare. And to my knowledge, this is the only known example of a stereo view by Wilson and Hay. It dates to 1854 and it's beautifully hand tinted, undoubtedly by George Washington Wilson himself, who was a portrait painter before he turned photographer. An ambrotype is a glass plate negative, and on the back it's been painted black. Therefore, when you view it, you see reflected light rather than transmitted light, and it appears as if it is a mirror image positive. It's a portrait of James Cassie, RSA, an esteemed Scottish artist who lived from 1819 to 1879, and he was lame since childhood, which explains the walking stick. It's interesting to note that Wilson's wife was a Cassie, and therefore there might be a family link between the sitter and the photographer. So there we have it, the earliest known stereo view by George Washington Wilson. I hope you like it as much as I do.
My name is Thomas Asch. I'm living in Zurich, Switzerland. What I'm going to present you as a gem out of my collection is a small-sized amateur color glass stereo. On this photo from 1911, you will see exactly this, the new taxi photo. I bought it for my own collection in the 90s in Paris together with a bundle of autochrome stereos taken by its first owner. The here presented example was taken only 4 years after the autochrome process got available to the public. Because of the long exposure times for the color emulsion, factor 60 of a black and white plate at the time, the session for this photo was arranged in bright daylight outside. The whole family of the photographer posed in their Sunday clothes around the luxury stereo device in the backyard of their home. I suppose that both the taxi food and the autochrome plates were brand new family gadgets in the spring of 1911. And be aware, by regarding this, that the original colors of autochrome have a magical charisma, which is absolutely not reproducible. I hope you enjoy this scene as well as I do.
Bon dia a todos. My name is Denis Pellerin. I am a photo historian and one of the curators of the Brian May Archive of Stereoscopy. You may have already seen a similar video before. So this is the second video I'm making for Victor. I'm not a collector, but I've got a few images which have a particular significance for me. And this is one of them. This is a photo which shows the interior of the Tuileries Palace in Paris. This is the Salon de la Paix, one of the reception rooms of the Tuileries Palace. And this is the image that hooked me onto stereoscopy. I was visiting a relative in Brittany, and I chanced upon a stack of stereo images, side-by-side stereo cards. I'd never seen any before. I put them in a stereoscope, and this card, when I put it in the viewer, I was there. Suddenly, for 10 seconds, I was there, and then I was inside the room in the late 1850s. And I said, oh my God, this is amazing. And so I borrowed the pictures, photographed them, and the next day I went to a flea market and bought my first stereo images and starting doing research. And I think I've never stopped since. So this is a very important image. This is not really the original image, but since I took a photo of it, I know this one is exactly from the same negative. And I just like it because it has a very special significance. Thank you.